Thanks, everybody. Everybody okay after the little break? So we have a great panel, a great topic today. Is that? Yeah. This is the name of the of our topic, or like we can find it a little bit more broad through the literature, is precision livestock farming. So I'm going to make a little introduction about what precision livestock farming is. So I'm a veterinarian. I'm an advisor for animal health. I live in Kentucky. I have twin daughters. I'm married to a lady from Zimbabwe, and there'll be a question on Slido at the end to see if you can guess where my accent is from, because it's not from Kentucky. So, precision livestock farming. So we know, and we have learned about this graph, that the population is growing, and by 2050 will be 9 billion to 9.5 billion people in the world. Right? We need to feed these people. With the growth of the population, also there's going to be the need to produce more food, and the growth of animal protein is going to continue to increase as time goes on. So we need to produce the same amount of food with 90% of the farm that we have available today. Therefore, intensification, continued intensification, is a must, right? And we have learned through the meeting that we are in animal agriculture in a very complex environment, right? Where we have different forces, consumer, producer, and a lot of stakeholders not always pushing in the same direction. And I'll give you an example of some of the challenges that we have. This is the supply chain for the animal agriculture, the livestock. And you can see that is a very complex supply chain. You can call this a system more than a supply chain. We have the producer that is sometimes been in the middle of attending the health of their own animals, but also, some other stakeholders demanding that it does that in a sustainable way. And sometimes we have, opposing forces. And how do we balance that? What can we do to maybe make the supply chain more efficient? And we know that as the population grows, we need to produce more animals. So this term that has been coined out there, animal cities. We're going to have farms with more and more animals, with the added challenge that farmers are going to be, we have less and less farmers trying to attend more and more animals. And another challenge at the farm level is that we have a labor problem. We have less and less qualified labor working at the farm. So we have the challenge of how do we care for an increased number of animals with less people to do that. Another challenge, or maybe opportunity, is these perceived or real environmental impacts that animal agriculture has in the environment. So how could we monitor and how we can, communicate the good things that animal agriculture is doing for the environment, or the positive effect that it has for the environment? And of course, we are here in this meeting at NIAA, and animal health is a huge concern to us. Animal disease, especially when we have large concentrations of animals, the potential for some zoonosis. How do we take care of these animals, so animal welfare, and how do we produce safe food in a sustainable way? So, really, animal health is something that we are, very interested with in this audience. How do we use antibiotics, and how do we communicate all the good things that we do in animal agriculture? So, and this is where precision livestock farming comes into play. I think this is an important set of technologies that it could help the producer and the veterinarian as well to improve animal health, to improve welfare by doing, by monitoring these animals more closely, have a better idea of traceability, therefore have a more transparent system, and kind of communicate this transparency to the consumer in a better way. So, but what is this precision livestock farming? So basically it's a system. It's a control system. So it's a set of technologies that aim to continuously, automatically, and in real time monitor the health, welfare, and environmental impact of an animal production system. So if we properly apply some of these technologies, it should create an added value to the producer and the veterinarian and animal agriculture in general to provide better health, better welfare, and a better environmental sustainability, and at the same time communicate that to the consumer in general about the good things animal agriculture is doing. And there is, significant investment in this sector with a significant growth. Today, there's about $3 billion being invested in precision livestock farming. By 2024, it's projected to grow up to $4.6 billion. So it is something that investment is coming. It's not as quick or as much as in plant agriculture, but I think there is more and more interest coming from some of these investors into animal agriculture.